Well, hey, if you are wanting to make money selling cards, I don't care if it's Pokemon cards, Magic, Yu-Gi-Oh, One Piece, new League of Legends cards, whatever. If you want to make a trading card business, you need all three of these resources that I'm going to talk about today. But you might be rich in one of these, but you might be pretty poor in one of the other ones. And so that's what we're going to talk about. What do you do when you have an abundance of one and maybe a lack of one of the others? And I'm excited to hop into this. But by the way, if this is your first time here, what's up? My name's TJ. I run a six-figure Pokemon card business out of my basement here in Minnesota called PokePastor TCG because that's what I do for work full time. I'm a pastor. I just got back from work today, actually, doing church stuff in meetings, preparing for the weekend, all that. And then I also have a family. I'm married. I've got 3 kids. So it is busy, but in the evenings after I get the kids to bed and I spend time with my wife, I sling cards in this basement here. Beautiful cards like this Origin Form Dialog of the Alt Art, which I'm currently giving away on the channel. So if you go back a few videos, I've got a video called Embracing the Chaos. If you leave a comment on that video, I'm giving this away in a few days to someone who leaves a comment and is subscribed to the channel. So if you like this card, which how can you not? Look at the art. It's a cool looking card. If you want to be entered to win that, go back and leave something on that video. But I appreciate your guys' support anytime you like the video or leave a comment or press subscribe. It really does help the channel. So thank you so much. It gives me a little like, hey, you should keep doing what you're doing. But yeah, so the three resources that you need to make this business go are money. Obviously, you need capital, you need money, you got to be able to buy stuff. You need time because you got to be able to put time. You can't just like buy the things and expect like, oh, like I'm gonna make money with it. And then you need knowledge. Like if you have all the money and all the time, but you don't have the knowledge, you don't know what the heck you're doing, it doesn't matter. And so we'll kind of cover these and how it pertains to this business, and I'll kind of let you guys know kind of where I'm at. But money, right? Capital. This is a business where, well, like most businesses, where you're only going to make money when you spend money. Very simply put, the Pokemon card or trading card business is where you buy cards of some kind, you then turn around and sell these cards, and then you're able to make the profit margins. And so the 2 ways, I guess 3 ways, one of the ways this works is you find a way to get sealed Pokemon boxes, like this Prismatic Evolutions ETB right there. You buy sealed boxes from a distributor of some sorts, and then you sell those to people who are ready to pay retail price, or not retail price, that'd be nice, to pay market price. And then you're able to make the profits there, or the margin in profits. Now, getting sealed product at a reasonable price right now is virtually impossible. And so that one is not really doable. Getting a distributor to take you on as a client is not really something that can happen right now. Just because demand is crazy high. I just made a video about demand and how demand is crazy in the Pokemon card hobby, so that's like a whole thing right now. But basically everyone and their mom and their grandma and maybe like their next door neighbor wants Pokemon cards and wants to open Pokemon cards or wants to sit on them as a sealed investment. Like it's just tough, okay? So getting sealed product is difficult. Another way is you can buy collections at a percentage of the market and then sell them at market, or another way is buy bulk. And bulk is like all of the cards that people don't want, right? The commons, the uncommons, the reverse hollows, the hollows. These are things that are worth quarters, sometimes dimes, nickels, maybe 50 cents, $1, a couple of them, and then you sort out the valuable ones and you list them, you sell them, right? In order for any of those things to happen, you need money. You also need money to buy supplies. You need money for envelopes and stamps and all of that stuff. If you don't have a decent amount of money, not decent amount, you need at least a couple $100 to get started, I would say, unless you're willing to part ways with some of your collection, right? If you're looking to get into the selling space, I always tell people this, but a great place to start is with some of the cards that you have been holding on to, sitting around. They've been part of your collection, but are you really collecting them? Like, all of your cards, like, do you really enjoy all of them? For some of you, like, absolutely you do, but I think for a lot of people, it's like, hey, I really like these cards, but I've got a lot of stuff, like, I am holding on to it, I am collecting it, but like, it doesn't really hold that much significance for me. Well, if you are looking to get into the business space and try your hand at selling to see if it's something that you like, starting with some of your collection, not all of it, some of it is a good place to start, but you need capital. And so if you are at a spot where you're like, man, I'd love to get into this, but I don't have capital, like I'm capital poor, well, then you need to start with the least like costly things, and that is learning how to sell bulk. Bulk is where you go and you buy cards for a penny a card, or sometimes if it's like holos and reverse holos, 3 pennies a card. And a lot of those cards are above 25 cents in value. And so if you list enough of them, people will buy them. I can't tell you guys the amount of people who've reached out to me and be like, TJ, I reached level 4 only selling bulk, or I've made, $800 only selling bulk. And if you have $800 in sales and you're only selling bulk, that's a good portion of that is profit, because you picked up that bulk for next to nothing, right? And what's really cool is after you sort through the bulk, there are still people who will buy it, because people do stuff with bulk all the time. So like, if you're poor in capital, then you can start with bulk. If you're rich in capital, that's where it gets a little trickier, because right now there's not really a great way just to like infinitely buy Pokemon cards. You could maybe, if you're rich in capital, you can maybe explore selling Japanese sealed boxes, because at least with Japanese sealed boxes, if you can find someone overseas, you can consistently get as many boxes as you want. Maybe do the Japanese thing and consider doing like a rip and ship. Obviously that goes into time, which is another resource, because rip and ships take time. But yeah, you can do something with your capital, try to do something with it. Maybe try and shoot a shot at a couple big collections that are worth, 10, 20, 30, 40 grand, to see if you can get those at 70%. Or maybe with sealed collections, you want to go 80%, because you can try to make less margin per box that you're selling, but you're going to be able to move a lot more of them. It does get a little trickier with the capital if you are capital rich, especially right now, just because there is no like open access to distribution where you can just call someone up and be like, hey, I'd like 200 booster boxes of Mega Evolutions with the new set that's coming out. Like, that would be sick. That just doesn't work. So that's one of the resources. And then another resource is time. Because you have to be able to commit a good deal of time into actually running the business, right? You have to be able to buy cards and source cards, which sometimes means looking at various Facebook groups to source your inventory, or maybe it means actually going to meet people to buy the inventory, and then after you get it, you have to sort it. Got to sort it by set, maybe. You've got to sort it alphabetically. You've got to condition them, right? And make sure everything's near mint. Because like, this person sold me all these cards as near mint, but holy smokes, there's a big chip here. This one's lightly played. This one's damaged. This one's moderately played. That takes time. And then after you list them, then you see all these orders come in. It's like, sick. Like, you're getting these dopamine hits and like, people are buying my cards. Like, this is sick. You're seeing like the scheduled payments come through and grow up. It's like, man, like, I've got $2,000 sent to me. I've got $4,000 that's scheduled to come my way. And it's like, oh shoot, I gotta ship these cards out. So then you gotta pull all the cards from your inventory, which takes time. You've gotta fold these, the packing slips, which takes time. You've got to put them in envelopes, which takes time. If it's an expensive order, you've got to put it in a bubble mailer, which takes time. You've got to run to the post office. Like, all that stuff takes time. And so that is a resource that you have to manage in this space. You've got to manage how you use your time. And for me right now, this is the resource that I am the poorest in. I've got plenty of capital right now to buy a bunch of cards. I've got plenty of opportunities even to buy those cards. I just don't have a tremendous amount of time to list them, to ship them out. And so if you are rich in time, bulk is a great, once again, bulk is a great thing to do, because bulk does take a tremendous amount of time. I would say selling a lot of smaller cards takes a lot of time, and so that's something that you can explore. Doing a rip and ship takes a lot of time. So if you're rich in time, that's something that you can do. Vending is a really cool option. If you are flushed with time, you can vend. But for me, I'm strapped for time, and so I'm trying to maximize what I can do in the short window that I have to run this business right now, because church stuff is crazy, family stuff is crazy. We got dance tonight. I'm going to go take my kids to dance. So it's just, it's busy, and I love it, right? Like, I'm not complaining, but that's just a reality of running a business as a part-time thing. Is you've got to be mindful to manage how you spend your time, because it is a very valuable resource. And so if you are short and poor in time like me, then you have to get creative and efficient, and maybe consider getting a sorting machine, or consider joining the direct program, or doing other things that you can do to help you maximize the time that you have. So that's the second one. And then the third resource is knowledge. you have to be able to understand the product that you are selling. If you are selling, especially with singles, right? Sealed is maybe a little less knowledge dependent because like, hey, this box is worth this much, like it's not that big of a deal. But singles, since they're more volatile, since the rarities matter, since you've got to know which cards people might want, which cards people don't want. You've got to be able to know, okay, this is like relatively liquid. All right, I can buy this, but I'm going to probably sit on it for a while. You've got to be able to condition those cards. Like all of that requires knowledge. And so for some of you guys, you might be in a spot where you're like, hey, I've got some capital that I have to throw or that I'm able to throw at this so I can buy some stuff. I've got some time, like I can commit, a few hours a day to getting this off the ground, but I just don't know anything. Like I don't know anything about these cards. I don't know anything about these platforms. I know nothing about eBay. I know nothing about TCG Player. Well, good news for you. YouTube is a thing. Channels like mine are a thing where people help you. And so that's something that you can invest in yourself and learn. You can watch a bunch of content on YouTube, or if you're like really wanting to speed run it, you can, there are people in this space who like offer coaching, and you could use some of your capital and be like, hey, like, would you be willing to coach me and spend an hour with me every week and go over that stuff? Like there are people who do that. So knowledge, if you feel like that is an area that you are rich in, then that's great. Focus on those other two categories and see like, where you can make up some ground there. And if you feel like knowledge is an area where it's like, hey, I kind of suck at this, I don't know any information, then hey, just watch a bunch of YouTube videos, man. Like find a way to speed run learning the trading card hobby or the Pokemon card hobby or the Magic hobby or whatever it is you're going to sell. But the reality is you're probably not rich in all three of those things. And so you have to find out, hey, where are you deficient? Where are you a little lacking? And how do you propose that you are going to make up for that area that you fall short in? Because if you don't, that is going to be the ceiling on your business. I know for me right now, if I can't figure out the time stuff, like if I can't figure out how to be efficient, that is going to be the ceiling. And honestly, if that is my ceiling and this is where like things cap out, it's like, okay, great. Like I love getting to make some extra money. Like I love getting to help people on YouTube. Like, but I really want to push this as far as I can in the current constraints that I have. So that's kind of my plan. But again, the resource is time, money, and knowledge. I think that's going to be helpful. And if you want to start a business in this place, hopefully my channel can help you do that. There are a lot of other cool channels as well. But yeah, so that's what I got for you guys in this one. Wisdom Wednesday. Which resource are you richest in right now? Which resource are you poorest in right now? Let me know in the comments below. And then again, go back to that other video, leave a comment and subscribe so you can enter to win this beautiful card. That's what I got for you guys. Hey, I believe that Jesus loves you. I believe that he's got an incredible plan for your life. I will catch you guys in the next video. Peace.